Alright guys, Monday morning. We just thought we'd do a bit of a intro into this week's video. So whilst Paul was still eating his Cocoa Pops, I'd been to Powder Coat and picked up, you might recognise this, footrest for the Texaco car. That's the one you've seen us put all the feed forming into, and I've also picked up the anti-roll bar for Andy's car. So we've had all that. Obviously that was all a bit scabby looking. It's all been powder coated by Amber. They do a great job for us. And I dropped off the other bits for the dashboard as well at the same time, so hopefully we'll get them back tomorrow. We can get that back together. So that's my plan this week. Basically dashboard back together, anti-roll bar on, track rod ends connected, and on its wheels, brake calipers and discs on and on its wheels. So that's my aim for the week, and Paul's going to play around with the Bastos car and make sure it's safe to go out and do some demonstration laps.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly just go around it, do what we call a spanner check, which is basically all you do is you just go around every single nut and bolt on the car and just make sure they're all tight, nothing's damaged, nothing's broken. Make sure the pads are all good in it, nothing's sticking, re-grease all the centre lock hubs so it wheels come on and off proper, and then give it a right good polish and clean up, and that's when the stress starts, when we get down there. But looking forward to it. We'll maybe even take a bit of footage while we're down there, won't we?
Yeah, well, yeah, get the GoPros out if the battery's all up, and
cool. Yeah,
do a bit of filming, and
we'll do that.
Maybe speak to a few people. And
yeah, we'll go and pounce on people and ask them stupid questions. But yeah, busy week, and of course short week because we have to load everything up on Thursday, don't we? Everything that's going in my trailer. Andy's is going on my flatbed trailer, which Steve's going to tow down. I'll tow the Bastos. So we need to load everything Thursday because we travel down on Friday. So we've actually only got 3 days.
yeah, we have, yeah.
So get your bloody finger out. Let's get on.
Right guys, so as I've been working through fitting the anti-roll bar, I've come across another small issue. I say issue, it's just another repair that we thought we'd show you. So basically that slots onto the end of the anti-roll bar, and then there's a little flat on it, and then this pinch bolt bolts up to it. But as you can see, with this just being alloy, the threads in there are not particularly good. There's a lot of wear in that. So what we've done, I mean if you look inside there, I don't know how clear it is to see in there, but the threads are a little bit worn, they're not the best. So what we've done is I've done this one already, I've put a helicoil insert into it. So I just thought I'd explain what they are. So when you buy the helicoil kit, Paul's fancy new kit look.
Oh, it's not the expense.
I've come here to show him how to use it.
Oh, yes.
He buys the tools, I show him how they work.
Keep dreaming.
So yeah, when you get the helicoil kit, obviously that's the thread insert. So what you're actually doing is you cut an oversized thread into the repair pit, or the piece you want to repair, with an oversized tap. So it's not M12, but it's that kind of size. It's actually It's not written on it, but it just tells you that it's for an M8 1.25. But anyway, so an oversized tap, and then you get this little tool here, and if you look there, you can see there's obviously that little piece, and what that's for is to allow you to screw the insert in. So I generally set the depth on this little grub screw, just wind it to what depth you want, so it fits onto the full thing, and then that goes in there, and then you wind that in. And then once you've wound that in, you're left with that little stub at the bottom, and then you get this little tool here, and all you do is you put that into the hole, hit on the top, and it just breaks that little piece off there, and then that gives you a thread repair in the alloy, and that's actually stronger than if you was to just tap the alloy. So that's basically what we've done. That's the repair procedure that we've used on that.
Well, get on with it then. We'll show them how to do it. Come on, get on with it.
And now we can get in the car. So I'll do this one so you can see. So that's the drill bit that comes with the kit. So you drill it out first.
Did you tell them what Newton meters you've torqued that vice up to?
Yeah, FT. So you drill that out. Then we get the tap. Just give that a little clean from the last time I used it. Right guys, some reason we lost the audio on this bit. I'm not quite sure what happened, but basically we clean the tap off, and the reason we do that is if you don't clean off the tap, especially with aluminium and the flutes are full of swarf, what starts to happen is it'll start to damage the actual thread, because aluminium is such a soft material, it clogs up the flutes, and then it starts to damage the thread as you're cutting it or as you wind it back out. So we'll give the tap a little clean off, and then I'm just tapping the drop link now. Generally, you see I'm just going back a little bit. All that does is it breaks off the swarf. So it's generally 2 turns in, 1/2 a turn back, just to break it off. So we just go in there, tap the hole ready for the helicoil insert. So that's the hole tapped, give that a little clean. And then we grab the insert, and as I explained earlier, that's the insert tool. So the little groove goes into the little slot in the tool, fits on the little peg on the bottom, and then we just screw that into the thread that we've just made in the piece that we want to repair. So just screw that in. And all we're doing is we're just bringing that insert flush with the the top of the repaired piece, and then that will give us a much stronger thread than what's initially there originally. You just see inside there's a little bit that we need to break off. And all you do, just wind that in just a touch more, and all you do is you get the little punch, give it a little knock, and then that breaks off the little tab inside, and it allows the bolt to go all the way through. And that's pretty much it. So there's the insert fitted. As you can see, that gives us a repaired thread, and we can use the original drop link then without having to remake a whole new drop link just because the thread's pulled on it. There you go. You can hear absolutely nothing that I'm saying because, like I said, we lost the audio, but hopefully that helps anyone else thinking of doing a thread repair.
Well, it's end of play Monday. I've got this, well, I think ready. Done a full spanner check on it front to back, which was a good job I did because I found a couple of things, not loose, but wanted nipping. Done the oil and filter and that on it, checked it over. So I'm happy with this. All I've got to do now is give it a polish, make it look sexy, like me, and then we're ready to go. So Steve has been working on the cam shipping car all day today, and as you can see, for the first time in a long time, she's got some wheels on. Not as straightforward as it looked. He's had to do a couple of modifications and bits and pieces, but it's got wheels on. All the steering rack and that's now connected and works, only temporarily. Nothing's set up perfectly on that car. But tomorrow, Steve's picking up the powder coating on his way in. So tomorrow he's going to put all the rear covers in, the dash panels back in, the gauges back in, and then I'm going to help him, and we're going to just set the geometry up something like on the car, just so it looks, you know, like it's finished, if you will, because you'll probably see on the, I don't know if you can see on the video, but you can see it's got an absolute boatload of negative camber on the rear wheels, but the front wheels are sat up straight. So we'll adjust all them, get it somewhere near, as I say. But yeah, good day today. Plenty done. Steve's got his hands mucky for a change. I've got mine mucky, so I'm, yeah, look, who's at muckiest? Oh, shit, all right, fair enough.
Steady, you nearly went to hold me hand then.
Yeah, he likes that though. So that's it, end of play Monday. We'll update you tomorrow.
Right guys, as you'll see, we've end of the weekend down at Brands. So we came down here Friday, set up and stuff, and you'll have seen the bits and pieces we put up over the weekend. So Paul's done plenty of autograph signing. He don't need his name on his shirt. Everyone knows who he is. I need my name on so people recognise me.
Stephanie.
But no dress today. No dress this weekend. I've had my orders. I had to wear shirt and trousers. But yeah, we've had a good weekend, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Car's gone down really well. Had a lot of people around it. Even Andy Rouse came over and assigned the car and was over at Moon with it. Thought it looked fantastic. Steve Soper went out twice in the Bastos car, brought it back in one piece. Thank God. And he's enjoyed himself. So yeah, it's been a fab weekend, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely going to be back next year.
Yeah, we've got plenty of, there's a bit of footage that we'll stick up in the video. You might have already seen it, depending how we edit it. But,
how you edit it?
How I edit it, yeah. But yeah, back in the workshop, probably in a couple of weeks' time, is it?
Yeah, it'll be a couple of weeks before we're back at it. I've got to sadly go into hospital for my sex change. So when you see me again, I might look a little bit different, more like Steve. But no, we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching.